Water gauge is full. I emptied it before we left yesterday. The garden is a shambles. But the Marine Corps weather vane is, as you can imagine, still standing. Hoorah! Our path is basically impassable, but once again, Sergeant Hickey's boots are still hanging in the tree. We officially have a river now in our backyard.
What?
This is usually just a drainage ditch, but the water is flowing freely. Didn't seem to have lost any of our big oaks. We have some that are leaning, as you can see. This is our avocado tree there that you see leaning so far over. But it's always like that because it has so many avocados on it that we can't pick. And it's raining again. This is normally a rock path, not a moss path, but there you go. It's funny how things happen, how serendipitously things happen. This big branch here that came down is resting on the pergola, missed the fountain, missed the furniture. I don't even know how that happened. You can see here that my arch full of bougainvillea is leaning backwards, so we'll have to straighten her up. You can see how the branch in the distance there is actually leaning against our patio door, so we can't go in and out that door at the moment. Trixie has no idea what to make of all of this. She's just trying to find a place to poop, I think. And then here, the most serendipitous thing of all, this huge branch laying across our driveway is laying exactly where I had planned to park my car before we went to Lane's. But we spent the night at Lane's house last night because we felt like her house was safer. There were no branches or debris or limbs on our roof. So we are very thankful indeed. This is our patio furniture outside. We took the cover off, which is what you see there with my white duct tape. It was initially covering everything, so that kind of didn't work, but it did keep all the furniture together, so I'm glad for that. And we didn't lose the roof over the pergola. As I said, this is the roof that we use to cover the furniture. So here's the flower gardens, or the jasmine garden, right outside our screen enclosure, and you can see there the big branch that's leaning up against the door that we normally leave open for Trixie to go in and out, but she's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. You can notice that she's staying her butt right here on the patio. Then you can see all of the stuff that wound up laying on the top of the screen. But we actually did not have any punctures of the screen. We just have a bent rail. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. We do have a puncture in the screen. You can see all of this is laying against the screen. That doesn't normally. There's normally no foliage there. And we lost a huge limb here. These are all off of oak trees that have fallen down over the pool filter and pump. Looks like we lost a pretty good chunk out of our lemon tree there. You can see that laying. There's the little hole I was talking about. And there's the bend in the frame. And if you can see up here on the roof of the house, we have a bent flashing around the chimney, but you don't better that than a branch on the roof. Yeah, I saw that. And you can see, that didn't puncture the screen there?
No.
Oh, it's just gonna have to be retightened. So we have this branch you see there, but that actually did not come through the screen, which we just had replaced, of course. And back here along our little bougainvillea alley is now a branch alley in every direction. So we have a lot of work to do. This is looking at our front yard. You can see all the people already out here scurrying around trying to pick up stuff. I mean, when you consider it that we have this massive oak here in our front yard and we didn't lose it. And I think that's because Keegan Hickey keeps it cleaned up for us so it doesn't have any stray branches. So we actually lost no major limbs, unless you count that one right there laying in the sidewalk in the front yard. It's just a mess. That's all. Spare foliage in the hibiscus here. And of course you can see the walkway of destruction where we have a whole lot of crap to pick up. But all in all, my car, Mike's car, truck, perfectly okay. House, perfectly okay. So for that, dear God, we are very thankful.